And my heart is always happy when I can talk with one of my 3 favorite guys on the roster. We got Daniel Carlson in the Beat Laboratory today. Daniel, first off, life is good. How are you, my friend? I feel like even though I talk to you pretty regularly, it feels like it's never enough.
Yeah, hey, especially in season, things are flying. It's 1 week to the next, one day to the next pretty quickly, but it's good to hang out here I know we're limited on time.
We're rocking today, baby.
Hey, we are rolling, and it's awesome to hang out with you.
I was looking at your numbers earlier today because I do such things, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, it feels like last year all you did was kick 50-plus yard field goals. Like it felt like once a week, twice a week, you're crushing from 50. And then I look at it today, and in actuality, you've connected on more 50-plus field goals this year than you did a year ago, as he says with just a casual
It's been a busy year, yeah.
It has been a busy year, but it is wild to think of just how productive you've been from deep distance in 2022.
Yeah, and I think those are important field goals, obviously, because not only, 3 points is always important, but the field position battle.
Mm-hmm.
If you miss a kick from, say, it's 55 yards, all of a sudden they get the ball on the 45-yard line, the far 45-yard line, but still, versus missing, hopefully I never miss a 20-yard field goal anytime soon. But if you miss it there, they're only getting the ball on 30 yards.
Yeah, the risk reward is a little bit
exactly.
different. Yeah.
And so, glad I'm able to help the team in that way. And, everybody else all the other 10 guys have been doing a great job to set me up there.
You go back to, what was it, Sunday, 57-yarder. That place is rocking.
Yeah.
And the one thing, I think the most impressive thing for me about that field goal in particular, very understated celebration. Didn't have a big one.
We're having fun.
If we go back to last year, though, we see some of those big game winners, the big dog kicks, and we're flexing, we're doing this.
Yeah.
But now it's just become, I don't want to say it's become commonplace, but now it just seems like more, on to the next.
I don't know if that's it. So this has kind of been the year of the headbutts.
Okay.
And that's it's really taken off with the offensive linemen. Trent Sig, I think, headed it up. He's, he loves just banging heads after. And so this is, I think that I kind of had to step over a guy. And some people are saying it was disrespectful. I meant no harm. But stepped over him, and then I think it was just smiles and headbutts. And that's kind of been the celebration this year.
Good guy Daniel Carlson, just clarifying. Listen,
yes.
I know that I had just a beast monster robo-leg field goal, but I mean no disrespect, by any of it.
No.
I was thinking about it today, too, where I think what's so impressive about the year for the trio of Carlson, and Cole is that it was a year of a lot of change for you guys, too. Obviously, new coordinator. And the nature of the beast, there's other, obviously going to be new guys on the protection and things like that. But to be as consistent as the three of you guys have been as a collective this year, considering the new coordinator, considering the new coaching and all that stuff, I imagine it's got to be pretty, individually, impactful for you guys to be able to say, hey, it's a bunch of new faces, but we're still just out here doing our thing.
And I think it speaks to AJ and Trent as well. Hey, our goals are still the same as specialists. We're kind of that mercenary out there that hey, we're football players, but our job does look a little different, and we're only out there on fourth downs. And when we are, we want to do our job, and selfishly, hey, take care of our business so that it helps the team. But it does look a little different than some of the rest of the team. So I think, there hasn't maybe been as many changes on our, day-to-day schedule. We're still kicking, punting, snapping. But I think we've done a good job, continuing to build off of years past and just get better and better, hopefully.
Do you, I guess, as a trio, come into a season now with any type of statistical benchmark that you want to hit? I know that so much of kicking and punting is based in the numbers and based in comparing X to X and Y to Y. Do you guys come in with any goals, or you just kind of let it?
Yeah, we kind of do. As a team and collectively, with our coaches as well. But, obviously the highest standard, I think, is with ourselves, and we want to, have personal goals and, statistics that I'll write out different goals throughout the beginning of the year in camp mainly, and then I won't look at them until after the season. I kind of know in the back of my mind where I'm at, but I won't check stats, and, every once in a while I'll hear something or, through interviews, whatever it may be. So it's okay.
Don't look at me, man.
I'm not
Don't
superstitious about it or anything. But, I do know in the back of my mind, here's where I wanted to end up on these kicks. Here's what I wanted to do on my kickoffs. Here, and I know AJ and Trent have similar goals as well.
I know we're up against it time-wise today, but I did want to, before we get you out of here, ask you just to share a little about your guy, to brag about AJ, up for the Walter Payton Man of the Year. A huge award, obviously, in this building, across the league. And I think, obviously, we look at what you guys do value the three of you guys so much on the field, and the numbers are insane, and we've been so fortunate to watch you guys do what you do. But there's also a very real secondary part of this where AJ is absolutely dominating off the field too.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think everybody in this building knows who AJ Cole is, and he's got such a big heart. I think everybody in the building has probably had a funny, interesting conversation with him, but he's just such a genuine guy. And so it's awesome that he's being recognized as that. And also, all the work he's doing off the field with Special Olympics, stuff like that as well. But, hopefully more and more people get to know a little bit about AJ Cole because we get to enjoy him every day, which is always a treat.
And a shameless plug to give AJ some votes. Head on the hashtag is hashtag WPMOY challenge, and his Twitter handle is at AJ Cole 90. We still have about a week to vote, so let's pump those votes. Let's get AJ some run, and then because if we do that, that'll help him win or be in the running to get an extra $25,000 for Special Olympics Nevada, which candidly, whatever you and I talk about and whatever happens on Saturday and Sunday, that's the most important
Absolutely.
thing, right?
That's awesome.
And last one before we let you go, man, I was thinking that it has to be so nice for you, and I imagine there's some sort of group chat of the kickers and specialists around the NFL, that you get to say, hey, for the last couple weeks of the 2022 season when it was cold and windy and blustery outside, I get to kick in beautiful Legion Stadium. Yes. Don't have to worry about the elements. And I imagine your counterparts in places like Green Bay or Denver, Cleveland, Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Got to be a little bit jealous right now.
Yes. I mean, hopping off that flight from Pittsburgh after being, frozen, kind of thawing out on the flight home. And it's nice to be in Vegas this time of year sometimes. And, we always welcome guys in as they come in from San Francisco. And we're like, hey, glad you're playing here instead of Green Bay, right? And so we love not having to battle the elements at Legion Stadium.
And we do too. Well, hey, it was so good to see you again. I know we'll talk to you in the offseason. You and AJ and Trent, always welcome in the studio. I know we will catch up soon. So continued success. We will see you on Saturday. And we'll talk to you soon. All right, brother?
Awesome. Appreciate it, Eddie.